A step-by-step guide to redesigning heirloom jewellery. Don't do it without watching this video. Hi, I'm Lois and I have 10 years experience in the jewellery trade of redesigning and handcrafting heritage jewellery. In this video, I'd like to share with you 5 simple steps that I think are important when redesigning your old jewellery. This redesign can breathe new life into your jewellery. However, it is to be taken seriously, with care and consideration. So let's get started. Step 1. Research your heirloom jewellery. My first suggestion is to research your jewellery. The more you know about it, the better. Then you need to ask yourself a few questions. How much sentimental value does this piece of jewellery have to you? If you don't have any special attachment to it, then the pieces can be broken down into their elements and created into a whole new design just for you. If the piece does have some special meaning to you, we can take elements of it and combine them into a brand new design so that you get to keep those special memories. Another option is if you have multiple pieces that you wish to be redesigned, we can combine them into a brand new piece. Step 2. Choose the right jeweler. Choosing a jeweler is a crucial step. And this is because a good one can help you create and design a piece of jewellery that you will love and cherish for years to come. Many jewellery companies will have an in-house designer. However, they will send away your jewellery to be created, and this can often be overseas. Independent jewellers do have the skills necessary to break down your jewellery into its components. However, some of them do not have the skills necessary to truly imagine a unique piece of jewellery just for you. This can especially be true if you are planning on keeping certain parts of the original piece in the new design. So my suggestion is that you find a jewellery designer maker who can create around your style, not just their own. Communication is key when working with a jeweller. So my advice is to find someone who can be attentive and very responsive to your needs. They should be able to ask questions about your lifestyle, where you want to wear the jewellery, and what kind of jewellery you'd like. They should be able to guide you through the design process, answering any questions you have, giving advice and recommendation, all of this based on their expertise. You want to find a jeweller who has a strong portfolio, who can show you examples of similar projects they've done in the past, and who on their website you can find reviews and testimonials from former clients to understand their reputation. Another consideration is the jeweler's approach to sustainability and ethical practices. Many jewelers nowadays are leaning more into sustainably sourced materials and ethical practices. If you're interested in any of these subjects, please find a jeweler who shares a similar view. Ultimately, you want to find a jeweler who you feel comfortable with and that you trust to be able to create a piece of jewellery unique to you. My last suggestion is to always ask loads of questions and to book a consultation before making your final decision. Step 3. Assess your heirloom jewellery. An important consideration when redesigning your heirloom jewellery is to assess your piece or pieces. It is important to carefully determine the current condition of your piece, its value, its component parts, and its sentimental value to you. We will be able to tell you the metals used, and perhaps the date of manufacture and who the manufacturer was based on the hallmarks. However, only a trained gemologist will be able to tell you what the stones are, what their clarity is, and if there's any damage. A good jeweller will keep you informed of any damage found or wear and tear throughout the process. It's important to know the current value of your piece. This can help you make an informed decision during the redesigning process. For example, if you had a piece of Fabergé, you may decide that redesigning it would devalue the piece of jewellery. Your contribution to the design process is to determine the sentimental value of the piece. For example, divorce diamonds have a lot less sentimental value than your grandmother's solitaire engagement ring. Step 4. Consider your budget. Another important factor to understand is your budget. It is necessary to have a realistic understanding of what you can afford and to work within that constraint. This may affect some of the design choices you make. However, this does not mean you need to compromise on quality. Your jeweler will work with you to help find creative solutions to budget constraints. This may be in the form of recommending more beautiful gemstones, however less expensive, and also using an alternate type of metal. They might also recommend reusing parts of the original piece or parts of unused jewelry, such as the metal or gemstones. This will help reduce the overall cost of the piece. It is important to be transparent about your budget with your jeweler. This is so that they can help make recommendations about gemstones and materials, but it'll also save you from any nasty surprises further down the road. Step 5. Establish a design plan. It's now time to make the new design plan for your piece. So this should be done in collaboration with your designer maker, and remember, communication is key to this. The plan should take into consideration the original piece, your personal preferences, your jeweler's expertise, and your budget. Now it's time to talk about the practicality of the design. Is it comfortable? Are you planning on wearing it every single day so that it needs to stand up to wear and tear? Or are you only planning on wearing it on special occasions? You and your jeweler need to work together to establish what metals and design elements are needed so that it can last the test of time. It's important to consider if you know what you want. You may already know, such as you want a ring, a pair of earrings, or maybe a bangle. This is good to know. However, keep an open mind. Occasionally, your jeweler may suggest an alternate piece of jewelry. They have their reasons, so please take it into consideration. Maybe you have no idea what you want. In that case, my suggestion is to take jewelry that you know from your own collection that you like and wear to your jeweler, and maybe even images from the internet to help them decide. A good jeweler or designer will never copy somebody else's design. However, they can take the elements from the pieces that you said you like and create something entirely unique just for you. Now, you should consider your heirloom jewelry. Do you want to keep pieces of it? Do you want it completely redesigned into a new one? Or do you want other pieces of yours to be combined into a single one? Finally, your designer should give you a few designs for you to work from. This will give you a good idea on where they're going. The design should be sympathetic to the original heirloom piece, especially if you want to keep elements from it. The design plan will help guide the remodeling process. However, a word of warning from experience. Old jewelry can sometimes be hard to work with, so don't be surprised if your jeweler comes to you with amendments to the design based on difficulties that have popped up during the modeling process. The design planning phase is critical to success, so make sure you take the time and considerations into account so that you always get the piece of jewelry that you love at the end. Designing perfect jewelry. In conclusion, remodeling your heirloom pieces can be a rewarding and sentimental process. You and your designer are collaborating to create a piece of jewelry that you will love and adore for years to come. Together, you will create a piece of jewelry that is exclusive to you, that suits your style, and that you can wear however you want. This will also be sympathetic to the original heirloom design, especially if it includes parts of the original piece. By researching and assessing your original jewelry, choosing the right jeweler, considering your budget, and creating a design plan, your success will be assured. If you have any questions or would like a consultation, feel free to reach out. As a private jeweler, it is my job to create an enjoyable and personal experience just for you and all of my clients. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to the possibility of working with you. Contact me with your questions and please like the video.